Have you ever wondered why after a loss you're sitting there thinking, the only reason why I lost is because that character is better than my own? Yeah, if that's the case, I think that is largely due to tier list. I'm not gonna lie to you, I think that's where it comes from. In this video, I'm gonna explain why that is and why I think tier lists are complete copium and make people feel better about not playing well. But just before we get inside the realm of cope that you are currently in, I gotta ask if you can drop a sub, drop me a sub if you enjoy the content, and also comment if you like or disagree with my assessment of things, as well as hit the notification bar so you know when these things drop. Anyways, I'll see you inside and let's talk about your copium. So here's the thing about tier lists. They keep you somewhat inside a box, you know, and it doesn't allow your thinking to grow. Essentially what happens a lot of the time, there are a lot of people who are in fact not that good at fighting games, which again is okay. You can play for fun. This is not a bad thing. However, when you do want to get better, when you do want to improve, you're naturally your knee-jerk reaction is to look at tier lists to understand, okay, which characters are stronger, which characters are weaker. But this creates a level of cope in your mind, okay? So what starts to happen in your mind is that now that you've seen a bunch of tier lists showing that, oh, X character is amazing, your character is terrible, it starts to create this thing in your mind where, okay, if my character is terrible, how could I ever win with that character? And if you come across the character that's at the top, you're like, well, I have no chance, and if I lose, it's not on me, it's on the character. It's a form of cope, sort of the same thing that happens in MOBA games where people cope by blaming other people for their mistakes. It's a little bit disingenuous to say this because, again, tier lists talk about the highest level of play, but to be honest, you're nowhere near the highest level of play. So it's not a bad thing that you're not there. I want to reiterate this because have fun, enjoy the game, but you're not there. So then the idea that these tier lists pertain to you is complete cope. And to be honest, unless you're going to offline events or doing quite well consistently in online tournaments, but then you get, you know, you get noggled, or you get happy chaos, or you get rammed, although I don't think ram is all that strong, but that's a personal opinion of mine. I think she just, you know, she holds you down and whatever. Anyways, so despite that, it's like in your mind you're like, oh no, I'm on floor 9, I come across a ram. You really think a floor 9 ram is really doing all that much damage to you, or really doing it to you? No, it really is just a skill diff. Like, you don't understand the basic levels of your character. So I have this opinion that floor 10 players just reached the cusp of understanding what your own character does. And then Celestial is where you start to get to the point where you understand what other characters do at a basic level. And honestly, if you have a basic understanding of how to deal with the characters that you come across for your challenges, I believe you can get into Celestial, which is why I don't even really count it as the highest level or something, or some big accomplishment, right? Here is the thing. If you are like 9 below, which a lot of people are there, it's okay, it doesn't matter, you can go to the part 2. If you're there, you don't even really have an understanding of your own character at a holistic level for you to even move like tier list should matter. I think instead of doing that, especially if you're not even on floor 10 at a minimum, if you're not even there, then I feel like you should be watching more videos on how your character works, how your character does pressure, how your character deals with certain things, and start from there instead of looking at tier lists. Play the character that you want to play. Learn the character that you want to play. Don't learn the character that's the top of the tier list because you're like, yawn, everything's boring, or I don't even really like doing this because it's not really that fun for me. For instance, for some people, sitting full screen and shooting somebody may not be fun. Someone may not like pulling out the Glock on somebody. You know what I mean? Maybe you're a peacemonger and you want to play Bridget. Throw some yo-yos around, you know? Enjoy your time playing whatever character you want to play, but understand it at a deeper level that will allow you to learn and to grow, to learn the game and grow within the game. Okay, that is my biggest advice. And the tier list start to create a level of cope that makes you want to get out of situations a lot easier than you should. If you are losing, you need to assess yourself. What am I doing to lose? What is the opponent doing to me that is allowing me to lose? Don't allow your mind to go to tier list. Tier list will convince you that, oh, it's only the character. I can't do anything because it's like, let's talk about when the game first dropped. I can't do anything. It's just soul. I don't have any options. It's just soul. And again, don't allow them to deceive you. I really make it sound like these pros are terrible people, but they're really not. They're just doing whatever content they can, and that's perfectly fine. But again, just don't allow them to convince you that tier list is only for the highest level of play. Majority of the people who play this game can barely, they just mash buttons and they struggle to get to floor 10. That's okay. Enjoy the game how you can. But the thing is that if you keep allowing them to affect your mental like that, you will never get better. Because if your goal is to, in fact, to get better, or let's say your goal is something as small as to consistently get into floor 10. If you keep having the mindset that is surrounded around tier lists, you will not improve and you will not grow. Anyways, that is my rant about tier lists. If you disagree with me, hit me in the comments. I know people are a little bit spicy about it, and it's okay. I'm here for it. Again, I gotta ask if you enjoy the content or if you disagree with me, because I have a lot of somewhat hot takes. You know, hit me with a little sub, like, as well as hit the notification bar so you can argue with me all you want. Shoot, I'm here for it. Have a good one, guys. Later.